First of all, I just want to say thank you for all of the kind comments in the past couple weeks. I appreciate the encouragement and I'm glad the videos have been helpful. Anyway, you saw the title. All things must come to an end. This is something that's been on my mind a lot lately, as in the past year or so I've quit a job I previously really enjoyed due to poor changes in management, and a friend who was working with me on another project told me that he doesn't have time for it anymore and has had to move on. These things were quite difficult for me in the short term, and part of the reason I'm using this as an example is to tell you to be grateful for everyone and everything in your life. I know this is one of the most cliche things that's said all the time, but it's true. It all will be gone one day. It's important to enjoy things while we have them, to take the fullest advantage of our opportunities and spend as much time as we can with our friends and family. And when you do lose them, it will still be difficult, but you'll have a lot less regret if you didn't take them for granted. Now, there's another side to this coin, and this is the other reason I'm using this example. Losing something or someone can open up space in your life. It will be difficult depending on what you lose. In this example, losing that many people in my life gave me a lot more time to myself that I used to introspect more, and in turn, I have learned a lot about myself and what's important to me. It's also opened up a lot of time in my life, time that I used to start making more videos on this channel and revisit other projects I haven't touched in a while. Though loss may be difficult, it can open you up to new people and new opportunities, which will likely make you happy and grateful for those new people and opportunities, and the cycle continues. Much like life and death, this cycle is a necessary part of our lives. Now, to be a bit less somber, if you're aware of this, you can actually use it intentionally as well. Before, we talked about losing things you don't have control over, but there's plenty of situations in your life in which you actually want something or someone out of your life. You can leave old friends behind you don't get along with anymore. You can find a new job, maybe one that's less hours but pays a similar amount, or one that doesn't make you work overtime. You can take something you don't use anymore out of your house and either sell it or give it away. You can delete apps on your phone that waste your time. You get the idea. Cleaning up and making space in your mind and environment can open up a lot of new opportunities. When you do lose something that's out of your control, like we had talked about before, if it's not something that's difficult emotionally, you can start to look for these doors to open and find these new opportunities earlier. We're all going to lose things at different points in our lives, and just like any other card we're dealt, you have to make the best of it and try to move on. One of the most important things here is to let go. You can't control everything, and not everything is your fault. Many things just are what they are, and we need to just let them be. Worrying and stressing about things that aren't in your control, continuing to hold a grudge on someone for months, or wondering what could have happened if you did something different 3 years ago are never going to be productive. Thoughts like that are going to hold you hostage until you truly let them go. It likely won't happen overnight. It will be a process, and you'll have to find what balance works for you here as well. I personally don't think you should let go of literally everything and go be a monk living in the mountains, but it is true that many of the problems we face in our day-to-day don't really matter that much and probably aren't worth worrying about. This will be different for everyone, as we all have different experiences, but it is a good thing to be mindful of. And while letting go and being grateful for the present moment and the things you have are important, this doesn't mean you shouldn't think about the future or wanting more as well. Being grateful for what you have and wanting more in the future don't need to be at odds. You can easily have both, and I personally think it's the best mindset to have. Like I said before, just do your best to keep a balance between them and don't let either of them consume you completely. But I hope this video was helpful, and some of you found something in the past you can let go of and be more focused on and grateful for the present moment. And I hope you guys have an awesome and productive rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.